everybody. Welcome to Cruise Kibitz. My name is Kiki, and I'm from Team Reese Travels.
My name is Siobhan, and I am from Parker's on the Go.
And I am Cheryl, also known as Sig Cruiser.
And together we are Cruise Kibitz, and we are here to give you advice, answer questions, whatever it is that you are concerned about regarding cruising. That's what we're here for. We're going to talk about it, y'all. So today we have an exciting and fun episode lined up for you. We're going to play a little game. We're going to play some this or that. But before we get into that, we have a question that was submitted, and we want to answer that question. So, Siobhan, would you read the question, please?
Absolutely. So the question was, I wanted to know how long did it take for the GoPort bus to take you back to the airport? I'm trying to calculate how much time I have to get up Saturday morning, eat, then meet for debarkation on GoPort if my flight is after 1 p.m. So on our recent Mardi Gras cruise, we did book with GoPort. That was our first time using them as a source of transportation to and from the cruise port. And it's very simple to use, whether you are booking online just for the transportation portion of it, or you're doing the hotel booking portion of it. For us, we did the hotel booking portion. All we had to do was set up a time that we needed to be on the ship and what time we needed to be back at the airport. I will say, if your flight is after 1 p.m., you have plenty of time. I will not rush. Take your time, eat breakfast, because once you get to the airport, you're going to be sitting for a while. And the buses start running super early. They run starting at 7:30, and they go every 15 minutes. So if you are going to use GoPort, like I said, they ask you when your flight is, what time you have to be back to the airport, all that good stuff. So certainly consider using them. I actually enjoyed that service, and it's pretty simple as that. Just make sure you plan accordingly. And once we talked about before, try not to book your flights too early so you don't put yourself in a bad predicament.
Very true. That was a really good question. Thank you for the response. So, you guys ready to play?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, Sig, I'm coming to you first, girl. So tell us, this or that, port days or sea days?
Let me see. Port days or sea days? That is so easy for me. Sea days all day long.
Yes.
And the best time I ever had was a 4-day cruise. I want to say it was the Sunshine. And there was a Hurricane Dorian was out there, and it was just a 4-day to Nassau and maybe Princess Cays or something. And we kept changing, or the itinerary was getting changed around something, either location or time. And then finally they just came and said, hey, this is we can't make any stops, so basically we had 4 days at sea. It was a cruise to nowhere. I had the best time ever. Yes.
That's amazing.
Sea days.
That is.
Sea days are the best days.
Yes.
Siobhan, you say the same thing? Sea days?
Yes, I have to agree. We love sea days. Absolutely love them. They have to be my most favorite thing, just because you don't have to be anywhere. You can get up and go when you want to. If you want to sleep a little later, you can sleep a little later. And there's always such fun things to do around the ship. And that's when you get to know people the most, is on sea days, because everybody is out and about. So yeah, absolutely. Sea days is number one for me.
Yeah. You know what? I have to admit, sea days would take it for me too. I love to just relax on vacation, and you can relax the most on a sea day. When a port day is busy, like you got to wake up early, you want to hurry up and get some breakfast, then you got to get off the ship, you got to find something to do. You can still relax on the beach, but just getting to that point sometimes can be tiring, and then getting back, and then you get back on, and then it's almost dinner time or show time. It's just a very busy day, and I like a nice laid back, relaxed day on a ship, and you can't beat the sea day for that. So
absolutely.
Oh yes, guess we all on the same page.
Yeah, all on the same page.
All right, let's see where we are with this one. I'm coming to you first, Siobhan.
Okay.
Late dining or early dining?
Early dining.
Really?
Yes, I am an early diner. Listen, we got to catch all the shows.
Mm-hmm.
And if we eat early, we can catch the shows. And if we eat early, we can get late night pizza. So we have a strategy. We do early dining, catch the shows, late night pizza, and bed. So that's our deal.
Oh, Sig, what say you?
Well, I say early, but only not for the same reason. Early because I just can't eat late at night, especially a big meal. I think I had late dining one time, and the 8 o'clock, and it was like, you, how can it? Well, for me, I'll just say, I'm not going to question other people, but for me, it was like I could not sit there and eat a full meal at 8 o'clock at night. You know what? And maybe I just thought of this. Maybe it's because I tend not to be a late night person, so it's hard to eat a big meal at 8 if I'm going to bed at 10 or 11 or something like that. So yeah, I do prefer early dining.
All right, all right. I actually am a late diner. I love
Really?
yes, especially
you
on
do
court
that?
days. Like court days to me, like once I don't want to have to rush and get back on the ship and try to get myself together for an early dining dinner. That's the main reason why we choose late. But I also like I got strategy too, y'all.
Okay.
I eat late, I can get a second lunch in. I'm not see, I don't really do the late night pizza too much because I'm not a huge fan of pizza, but I can get, breakfast and then brunch and then lunch.
Either way, we try to get in 4 meals. Either way.
That's the takeaway here. Get another meal in. Oh my God, y'all.
Okay.
All right.
The greed is real.
I mean, if you ain't coming to cruise to eat, what you come to do?
Right. Exactly.
All right. Next question.
Okay.
All right, Cheryl. Large ships or small ships?
Ooh. See, now that's tough. And the reason I'll say that's tough is because I was on the Mardi Gras for celebration, which was March 5th. Right after, no, I'm sorry. Well, I was on the Mardi Gras twice, but that wasn't the sailing I was talking about. I was talking about the Thanksgiving one. So, so last Thanksgiving I was on the Mardi Gras, and then I turned around and booked the Elation for New Year's. So I went from the largest ship to the smallest ship. And I would say I liked them both because I liked the Mardi Gras because of all that it had, all of the dining, all of the activities, and a new ship to explore. It was amazing. And then I went to the Elation and it had hardly nothing. So no big screen on the deck even, for the dive-in movie.
What?
All the dining, I had to do all my dining in the dining room, which was actually kind of good because then I got a chance to showcase, dining in the MDR from a gluten-free perspective. I've never done that before because I've never had to go to the dining room before. And then I was able to relax more without feeling FOMO, without feeling like I'm missing out on something. Whereas Mardi Gras just had so many things going on, and they had activities on top of activities to where there may have been 2 things that I wanted to do at the same time, so whereas Elation, I was able to relax. So can I say, to answer the question, can I just say both?
No, you can't say both. No,
both for different reasons. I can't pick.
What do you think, Siobhan? Large or small ships?
I'm a big ship girl. I need to see everything. I don't want to listen. I don't want to be able to go back because I missed something. I don't want to see everything at one time. I want to feel like I got to get it all done because I love to explore. So for me, it's the big ship. And I think I did not know that until I did the Wonder. So once I actually did that ship and I just realized I got off that ship and I had not even touched like 75% of it. I immediately felt like I needed to book that ship again. I just love the exploration of the ships and finding new, different little crannies and nooks. And it may not be for everybody. Obviously it's not. But for me, it's just the exploration of it. I just don't want to feel like I'm on the same 2 decks the whole cruise.
I Sid got to say both. I'm gonna say it depends on the line for me on the cruise line. I know that a large ship on Carnival is going to be much different than a large ship or than a small ship on Carnival. However, when we were on Disney and we went on the smaller ship and one of the larger ships, I felt like I got all of the same amenities on the smaller ship, but I got to enjoy the classic feel of the ship, and I got to know the ship a lot faster. I wasn't walking around the whole time wondering where I am. How do I get to my room? How do I get to where I want to go? I like that about the smaller ship, but it's got to have all the stuff that's been going on. That's the only thing, because I'm like you, Sig, I want all of that extra. I want all of the, the restaurants and the activities and all of that. And so that if I have to choose one or the other, for me, it would depend on what the cruise line is, because that's going to be different from line to line. So, yeah. All right. Y'all ready to move to the next one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
Who's next? Who did I go to? I think I went to Siobhan first, last, right?
No, me.
Okay. Fine. Private excursions or cruise line excursions?
We've done both. I prefer private.
Really?
I do prefer private. I prefer private, one, because I'm cheap. But I love supporting local. And with the private, there's TripAdvisor. You can go on resortfortheday.com. There's word of mouth. Like, there's so many different options that you can take in order to find a good excursion and not have to pay the cruise line pricing. Case in point, we went on an excursion on Carnival, and we paid for a Carnival excursion, and then we did the same excursion in Nassau with a private excursion host, and we got 2 completely different experiences, and we got to do more, and we paid half the price per person. So for me, it's like my money is to put back into the economy. We're coming to their home. So my money is, if that was my only way of living, I would try to do my best to support their economy and help them in their small business, because I'm a small business owner. I want people to, think about me first instead of going to one of the big businesses and, providing them with less service than what I can actually give them. So for me, private all the way.
That's a good point. Very good point.
Very good point.
Yeah, so please, what you thinking over there?
Well, for me, well, as you know, I travel solo a lot. So that's the main reason that I do ship excursions most of the time. Now, the only time I've done private is going to a particular, like beach or resort. Like you mentioned, Siobhan, Resort for a Day. I've used them before to, go to different excursions and or go to different, resorts. And then also when in Grand Cayman, that was one, well, I was with my mother at the time, and we didn't buy a ship excursion, but went to the Royal Palm resort there and just, got a taxi and went over there. But most of the time, because I'm solo, I will do the ship excursion. Now, I know other solo cruisers who still, prefer, like private vendors for excursions. It's just a matter of your comfort level. But for me, I'm the one that, sometimes I can be not so street smart. And you know how they talk about, like in well, I'm not going to name the place, but you've heard where they talk about, don't let them put a bracelet on your arm because they're going to demand that. I want to be like, oh no, put 10 of them here.
Let me see which one I like.
You like them all. You like them all.
Right.
Oh yeah, no. So I just stick to the ship excursions.
Okay. I am a ship excursion girl too. I actually have never tried a private excursion before. We have gone off on our own and like explored and done stuff like that, but I've never actually hired a private company to take us to an excursion or anything like that. And it's mostly because we always travel with a child, and it concerns me to just end up in the wrong place or not make it back to the ship on time. Like if it were just myself and my husband, we would probably be a little more willing to take those risks. But it's a little different for me when I have a kid with me. And I can't wait to the day that we travel on a couples cruise and I could just be like, hey, I want to pay the cheap price and go. It's enticing to me. I would love to have more money in my pocket.
Yes.
I haven't tried it yet. We haven't got there. But one day.
Well, listen, those husband only excursions ain't all they cracked out to be. Y'all saw what happened to me.
That was OPB clock watching. Like, we got to get back. It's time to go.
Right.
We only got 3 hours left. We got to go now.
Because if I'm scared I'm going to get left, my whole demeanor change. I can't think about nothing else. You ain't going to like me until we get back on that ship. Then we friends again. But outside of that, don't let me get close to get left behind. It's a whole problem.
I'm with you with that. Because, listen, I can't get left on no island.
Okay.
I need to get on that ship.
Right.
All right, ladies. We have one last this or that before we wrap up the episode. I am going to go to Sig first.
Oh.
Are you a heavy packer or a light packer?
Oh. Well, I think it's safe to say that I'm a light packer because I've always been team carry-on. Even when I lived in Georgia and I had to fly to ports, I never checked the bag. I always carried on. But I think there are some things to that too, because I'm not one for elegant night. So I don't pack like, any type of formal wear. I don't pack heels. I don't do heels on ships. And I'm not like a fashionista, so I only do like 2 outfits a day, one for the daytime being around in the sun, and then the other for evening wear and walking on around the ship. So I'm not like one of those who needs like 5-6 outfits a day, or all these different pairs of shoes or something. I'll have a couple of sandals, some flip-flops, my water shoes. I wear my gym shoes on the ship. So yeah, that's about it for me. So team carry on. I'm a light packer.
That's all right with me. Now Siobhan has like 25 bags hanging behind her right now. So
y'all should see my room right now. I wish.
Oh goodness.
Oh my, because we're packing for a cruise, and I'm like, I have never ever packed light. Ever.
Just use a carry-on bag. That's all you need.
No, I can't do it. I have to have my day and night outfit. I have to have my look at the cosigner here. I can't do it. I tried. The last cruise we took on the Mardi Gras, where we flew Frontier and came back Delta, but Frontier, they have a low luggage limit. You can't have it over 40 pounds, and Delta is 50. So I repacked that bag 4 times and got to the airport, and it was still at 39 pounds. I can't do it. I have tried. I got to have the whole medicine cabinet. I might want to put on makeup. I might not. I don't even know what shirt I may want to wear. You know how most people just go ahead and put the outfits together? I can't do that. In my mind, I can't think on what I want to like. I can't. So I just got to pack everything. I have a problem. I need help. Help me. I don't know. And the thing is, I don't wear heels. I have my regular sandals. I don't wear heels on the ship, so I have my sandals to wear at night, my black flat sandals. I have a pair of Nike sandals that I wear in the water because they're like the stay dry sandals, and then I have my sneakers. So I don't pack heavy like you would think I do, but in my mind, I can't make it work. I will pack. We leave on Thursday, and I will pack this bag 4 times before we leave. It's sad. It is a very sad situation.
Well, Siobhan, if you need help, we can get help together because I am a heavy packer as well. I don't know how people do the carry-on only. I can barely get, my shoes don't take up a whole carry-on. Like we're a formal night family, so we always dress up. And we like to dress up even on the nights that are not formal night. We always dress up a little bit nicer than cruise casual. So I always have different shoes for everything. I'm not a heel wearer. I don't wear heels on the ship. I barely wear them on land, but I always have sandals that go with every dress. I have multiple swimsuits. I have multiple cover-ups. I have every toiletry that I use at home I need with me on the ship. All of it has to go in my bag. And so I don't even feel bad about it. I don't try to pack light. I pack the stuff I need. I make my list. Everything that's on my list is going to be in my bags, multiple. I ain't ashamed.
The only reason why I feel bad is because Brandon's going to end up carrying the bag. But I'm just saying, I can't figure it out. I don't know what it is. I need lessons.
I don't even be trying to figure it out.
And the funny thing is I have my carry-on, but I do have a backpack too, but all my clothes are in the carry-on. All my clothes and essentials. I do the backpack to have like my camera equipment and just stuff like that. But I still, even with the clothes, with the little amount that I pack and the carry-on, I still overpack. There are still clothes that I do not get to wear because I just brought too many. So I don't know.
So here's how I justify everything that I bring. I make sure everything in my bag I wear at some point during the cruise. If I have to change 5 times in a day, I'm gonna wear everything I got in that bag.
I don't even try to justify my stuff. I just be packing.
I wear it all. And I use all my shoes and my toiletries.
See, so we got light, medium, and heavy. That's what's happening here.
Yeah. Well, y'all, that was a fun episode.
Was fun. I enjoyed that.
And I know a little bit more about you all's cruising style now, which makes me happy. So I hope that you all that are listening enjoyed this episode as much as we did recording it. But I think that is it for the day, unless you all have some last minute shares that you want to share with our audience today.
Well, if you guys have any questions for us, you can always send us a message on Instagram. You can email us at our email address. It is cruisekibitz, KIBITZ @gmail.com, or you can send us a message to our individual channels and we will make sure they get answered on the podcast.
Yes,
that's right. And I guess that's it, y'all. So happy sailing.
Yes.
Happy cruising.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Hey, everyone. Cruise Kibitz will be taking a break for the holiday season, but we will be back in January of 2023 with brand new episodes. Until then, happy cruising.